What should I do?
We were raised by a single mother. When I was about 4 years old, our house burned down. Insurance didn't cover paying off that mortgage. So fortunately, my mom was a nurse and she was able to work a ridiculous amount of hours, some 80 hours a week, and pay off that mortgage while still finding us another place to live. So I've been fortunate to have a lot of really good role models in my life. Obviously, my mom being at the top of that list. Okay. Oh, it's good. Why rock the boat when my child support's low? Yes. I want her as well. We know who it was filed by.
She always very passionately said, I'm going to be an attorney. And she'd look at me with dead set eyes, and I 100% believed her. And not only just becoming an attorney, but actually being a good attorney that is going to make a difference. Erin's passion sets the bar for everyone else in our office. So we're at home on a Saturday night, it's 8 o'clock, Erin's phone starts buzzing. It says a lot of our staff who's feverishly working to prepare for the cases that we're going to handle that next week. They share Erin's passion, and it's contagious, and has been spreading through our firm.
All right, thanks for staying so late. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. I love doing family law. I feel like I really help people every day. I feel like we really make a difference for people, and I feel like families are benefited from the work we do. I started this firm with $2,500 in my bank account, and in the course of a year, I've helped over 200 families find a way to get through the turmoil that they're experiencing. I'm Erin Morse, and I'm here to help your family find your new normal.
What should I do?
What should I do?
What should I do?
What should I do?
What are my rights? What are my rights?
What are my rights?
A legal course of action.
A legal course of action.
A legal course of action.
A legal Morse of action. Never mind.
Damn it. I hope I don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a brand new episode of Legal Morse of Action. This is Patricio, and as always, we are joined by Erin Morse.
So glad I did not let that slip.
You were.
I was about to be like,
you were about to spill
so
some.
my opposing counsel. What? We're live.
We
Never
are.
mind.
It's always funny because like during the breaks or pre or post show, it's like the most incredible, juiciest conversations happen, and then we're like, oh, save it for the show, and then everyone always forgets. So hopefully we don't forget this one.
Everything.
You gonna remember this one?
I remember everything.
Beautiful. It's Friday. It is 3:47. We're a little late. That was my bad. I was having some problems with the board.
It's probably me. I'm always busy.
Yeah, but I'm trying to take the blame for it.
I don't care. Fight me.
So, with it being Friday, we are now officially in the holiday season because
is that how it works? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think after Thanksgiving, like it's official. Like we can now start decking the halls.
Thanksgiving doesn't count as the holidays. You don't. I've always counted Thanksgiving as the holiday.
I feel like Thanksgiving is like the pregame to the holiday.
You know, I saw this meme once, and you know it's on the internet, so it's true.
Oh, definitely.
That was like, it's a real shame that Thanksgiving is so close to Christmas, like 5 weeks away.
Yeah.
Like it should be 6 months apart. And I think I agree with that.
Wouldn't
it be great if it were in, I don't know, May?
Well, actually, because Cinco de Mayo, we have Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, but does your whole family get together for that? As a Mexican, tell the truth. Tell the truth.
No, we
Okay,
we just drink like it's any other day of the week.
I rest my case.
But no, I feel honestly bad for Thanksgiving because we have the buildup of the summertime. You have 4th of July, then we're looking forward to Halloween, but Halloween still gets overrun by Christmas. Like it's like the end of September, and there are places that are already beginning to sell Christmas decorations.
Well, because that's moneymaker.
Fair, but I think Halloween itself still is a pretty good moneymaker as well when it comes to decorations.
Not like Christmas.
Not like Christmas. Not like you're right. But which one which is like your favorite holiday?
Well, they're so different to me in how I celebrate, right? I have kids, and Christmas is an important one for them. But I think that I don't know, Christmas, I guess.
Christmas?
Yeah. It gets the most attention.
Yeah, most attention, most love, and
Right.
more movies than anything.
Yeah. Right. It's just the most celebrated. So I'll I'm not one of those people who's big on like major celebrations.
Mm-hmm.
I generally don't love I've never had a birthday month. I don't do that shit.
I used to do birthday week.
Yeah.
I've never done birthday month. Yeah, that's a little bit, that's stretching it too much.
Yeah, too far. You've taken it too far.
Yeah, like I think the most like I've done was birthday weekend. Like
Yeah.
like the if my birthday falls on a Wednesday, then the days leading up to it, prior to, yes, like it's birthday weekend. We're gonna have fun. We'll have a great time, and we'll drink on my birthday. But birthday month, yeah, that's going too far.
I go out for dinner for my birthday because I'm a grown up. I don't need a birthday party. I'm an adult.
This year, I agree with you. This year, I didn't. My birthday fell on Thanksgiving, so
No, you were going to do it.
I was going to do it.
Canceled last minute.
I canceled last minute because we had tickets to the freaking Magic Bulls
That's
game.
a pretty good birthday present.
It is. Like she surprised me out of nowhere with those tickets, and they were amazing.
You guys are such a great couple.
Aw, thank you.
Anyway, let's get to it. What do we got for today?
All right, so one of our clients and followers of the show had made a suggestion that you had brought to my attention, and I'm like,
A wonderful client who we guided to reunification.
Oh, that's right. That's the dude.
Right? So I don't always destroy families.
Sometimes you bring them together.
Sometimes I bring them together. It's not the first client that's happened to. And hopefully not the last. I think it's a good thing. If the parties can reunify and they can get their life and set aside their differences and get back together, I think that's fantastic. Or get married a second time, whatever you guys like. I've done a second divorce with the same couple. I've done that about twice.
But no, it's cool for them because I think I hope that they don't have to do it again. Like I hope they stick through it. They are a better family, more united, and it works out not only for them but also for their child.
Yeah. I'm excited for them. I am happy for it, and I think it's the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm too dark. There we go. I'll blow it back a little bit. But we do. So his suggestion was, Erin, why don't you do some rapid fire questions?
All right. Some of them I'll provide an explanation to, and some of them I won't.
And a lot of the times, you tend to do that regardless. Like, people ask us, they feel a complex question, but you're like, nope, next. And sometimes, it is what it is. And I have two things for Erin Reacts today. And
okay.
I think one of them you were exposed to earlier today, but we're still going to get your feedback on Erin Reacts. So,
all right, I'm ready.
Let's go with the first one. First one coming in. Do I have to allow my ex to take my daughter overnight on weekends without a custody order?
If you are not married, no, you don't. If you are married, you kind of should. But you don't have to if there's no order, and you have good cause when you're married.
Mm-hmm. And we actually, if you follow us on our social media on Instagram, we're releasing these little 15 tips on how to handle, separation, divorce.
Just the tips.
Just during the holidays, so you're not that big of a dick during the holidays.
Don't be a turkey.
And you're also on your TikTok. You have a little mini series right now. Is it 17, 15, or 12? I forget how many tips in regards.
You'll have to go to TikTok to find out.
Yeah, check out Erin's TikTok. Like, honestly, go to our website, morse-firm.com. Click on podcast, and you'll be able to see the links to everything, whether it's her TikTok, her Instagram, her Facebook, and we have different content in different areas. So, like, you may get something more off the Instagram, you may get something more off the TikTok. And I mean, you're pretty funny on your TikToks.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Throwing turtles at you.
Just the tips. Next question.
Next question. Okay, thank you. So, either married or no. Second one coming in. Ooh. There we go. What happens if someone serves you on a holiday?
They can't. It's not legal. It's not proper service. But, you know, the truth of the matter is you're still going to have a lawsuit to deal with. They'll just serve you again. That's all. Next question.
Okay. Okay.
Can't serve you on a holiday. But the process server should know that.
Can my boyfriend of almost 14 years adopt my son 16 years old? My youngest never really had a bond or relationship with his biological father due to his father always being in and out of jail/prison.
I mean, you can't just be like, you know what? Let me just sign this paper and he's adopted. You'll have a whole case about it if you want to terminate parental rights without consent. It will likely be a difficult journey depending on how involved or the nature of the crime. So this is a fairly complex, but yes, they can. There is a way to do this, but is it easy? The answer is no. Can we handle it? The answer is yes.
So yeah, wait a second. I forgot to put the ticker. There it is. Our information and all our information down there at the bottom, whether it's the phone number, the address, or the website, everything leads to Erin. So thank you so much for that question. Coming in number 4. How do I go about getting supervised visitations monitored?
So I am going to understand this question that you want to achieve supervised visitation, that you do not yet have supervised visitation. So if you do not yet have supervised visitation and there's already a parenting plan in place, you have to file a motion or a petition for modification if you believe that the change is permanent. If you do not have a court order, then you have to establish one. Or you're going to have to make sure that you don't allow time sharing or visitations if they're already occurring. You would just have to stop them, and he would have to file a paternity action against you if you're unmarried parents.
Cool. Next question coming up. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Coke. Any particular reason why?
It tastes better?
That's it. That. Thank you. 100% correct. I agree with you. I feel like Pepsi's too sweet.
Yeah. I'm not a huge soda person. I like soda water. I like LaCroix.
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 Was that you or was that Marcos who put that up?
What, the LaCroix?
Yeah.
It was actually Meg.
Oh, prior to.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was making fun of me, but it's funny.
I can't do sparkly water or flavored sparkly water. It's just
You're not cool.
I'm not cool enough.
You're not cool.
Fiance drinks it all the time. I can't do the bubbly water.
You're obviously not Beyonce.
No,
Sorry.
I said fiance.
Oh, I thought you said Beyonce. I was like, well, Beyonce is Beyonce. She does her own thing, so
I can't measure up to Queen Bee, no way, shape, or form. Question, next one. I'm 16. Can I move to my friend's house without my parents' permission?
no.
Can't believe is it really that bad that you have to email an attorney to find out if you can legally run away from home?
When I was 16, I would have certainly asked that question. And I was wrong. Which is often why when parents are like, well, he's 16 years old and doesn't want to go in there, Dad. I'm like, I would have made some real stupid decisions at 16. Can you not Can you not raise that as reason alone? Please.
I was too busy working, like working jobs and.
I think I got a job because I wanted time out of my house.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, if I'm working, I don't have to be home, right?
I
I can stay out past curfew if I'm working.
Yeah, like during my teenage years, like
What'd you do for work when you were a teenager?
Publix and McDonald's.
Domino's.
You were a queen at McDonald's. I mean, at Domino's. I remember you saying
Right.
that. Like
I loved it.
You were a manager at one point, right?
Yeah. Well, assistant manager, whatever.
How old were you when you were manager again?
16.
God damn.
Yeah.
You were that much of a badass?
Hustling. Yeah, I was. I'm a hard worker, and I do not quit. I have no quit in me. It is simply not there. So I was like, oh, there's a path to me becoming manager of this place. And then I was because Domino's would do these like surprise inspections because they had really strict requirements on their stores. By the way, Domino's is incredibly clean, and their requirements on their stores are so strict. It's insane. They are military-like because the people who created Domino's were from the military.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Crazy strict standards, right? Which is fine. I can follow rules, right? So I became a lawyer because reading them, interpreting them, and following them, I got you. So because I knew the path to doing that, one of the only times that store ever had a 5-star, right, from Domino's rating was me being there.
Look at you.
So they did a surprise inspection on our store when I was managing it, and we got 5 stars, which means I had to have been more than 96% compliant with all of their checks.
Holy crap.
That's like dough, that's temperature, that's how full the toppings are, that's how much dough I have sitting out, that's the timeliness between getting an order and putting it in the oven and serving it to the customer. It's how quick my deliveries are, like what time in and time out for my drivers. It's what my drivers looked like. It's how much trash was in my trash can. It's where the trash was situated. It's whether or not my drivers were washing their hands when they came back into the store.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Yeah. And I was a troll about it. It's how many boxes I had folded. It's how they were folded. It's how I cut it, how many bubbles, the diameter of the bubbles, everything.
Random question, like how many boxes did you guys have to have ready? Because I noticed that a lot of pizza stores have pre-made boxes.
I don't know. I always wanted them full.
Okay.
If they were low, I'm like, boxes. Like I don't remember exactly how many I needed to have, but the available storage I wanted full.
Did Domino's ever have like those little plastic table thingies for the pizza?
No. Because of the very specific type of cardboard that they had for their pizza boxes.
Really?
And how they're folded.
So it wouldn't like cave in onto the pizza?
Right.
Okay.
It's literally because of how they're folded.
Oh, okay.
I know. They have this thing down to a science.
I had seen a TikTok that confirmed my my speculation about the little plastic table to use to hold down the other pizzas when you would pull your pizza out from the pie itself, so you wouldn't have to touch the other slices.
That's what it's for?
That's what I found. That's what I found out it was for.
Oh, I thought it was like a Barbie table when I was little.
I did too.
I was like, this is definitely a Barbie table, and I want it, Mom.
I used it for my Legos.
Yeah. It's cool of them to send me a toy.
Okay. All right, next question coming up. Oh, and we also do have to talk about an event that we have coming up in less than 2 weeks here in Orlando that we're going to invite.
Today's a crazy show.
There's a lot of information that we got to put out there. But next question coming in. Do I file divorce in the county I moved to or where I reside with my spouse? Will custody issues affect this?
No, where you resided with your spouse, and there's a difference between venue and jurisdiction. So it's not that you have the jurisdiction for divorces is the circuit court of the state of Florida, right? So circuit courts. Venue, whether it's Orange County, Seminole County, Lake County, any of those counties in Florida, is a venue question. So that's basically just where in the circuit you decide to file your case.
Gotcha.
No, you don't. That doesn't make sense to anyone who's not a lawyer.
It doesn't. Well, I know for a fact that like if at any point like I have to go through a legal proceeding you're going to walk me through it, and you will layman's term or what's the word? What's the other one? For dummies or crash course it for me and help me out and help me understand whatever's going on.
I do a good job at that. Don't
You do
I
a
with
great
you?
job.
Yeah.
No, you
I
have.
try.
And yeah, hopefully.
I know that the difference between venue and jurisdiction, but Florida is the jurisdiction. It's the state. It's the type of court. And then venue is just really which county. So you could choose to be in another county, but venue is most appropriate if your spouse wanted to object to venue. Remember when we had this case recently? If you wanted to object to venue, venue is where the marriage was last intact.
All right, next question coming in. Ooh, here we go. I'm 17 and I've been financially providing for myself for almost a year. Mom always asks me how much my checks are. Do I have to tell my mom how much I make or save?
No, not really.
Okay. No, not really.
Yeah, and don't worry, you'll be 18 soon enough, so put it in an account that she doesn't have access to and keep it moving.
But that's pretty cool.
If it's toxic, right? If your mom is like, do you have enough money to eat because you're not eating groceries? Tell her, right? There are two different scenarios that could be happening. You haven't eaten in a week. Are you okay? You know? Do you need clothes? Can I give you some money? Right?
When I first worked at Publix and I started, making money every week, one of the first things, what was like one of the first purchases that you did when you started making your own money?
I think I bought a pair of jeans that were unreasonably expensive, but I was really, with my money, I was really intent on saving for a car.
Okay.
And by the time I was ready to buy a car, I had $7,000.
Nice.
Which I was very proud of.
I just bought my grandpa's old 89 Corolla.
I think I bought my uncle's Isuzu Rodeo. Not I think, I know. I did do that.
I bought a mini fridge for my room.
My mother would never let me do that. My mother was pretty strict when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah, we weren't even really allowed to have water upstairs.
She seemed so laid back.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Because I always
I wasn't allowed to have sleepovers. I wasn't allowed to eat anywhere other than in the kitchen at the table. If I didn't clean up after myself, it was like hell.
No, we never had dinner time. Like the food would be made. You'd come serve your plate and then go do whatever. Like
No way. My mom had dinner time. My mom cooked regularly. There was always leftovers in the fridge for us. Yeah.
No, my grandparents would be watching TV. My mom would be working on something, and I'd be in my room either watching TV or doing whatever I was already doing. And
my mother's head would spin if I ate upstairs.
Now, if we had company over, then yeah, we say we don't show them,
So now, do you and your fiance now regularly have dinner as a family?
Yes, and it's odd for me because I'm not so used to that. And you see where I currently live.
Yeah.
We don't really have a dining table.
No.
And like the table that we have in the lounge kind of serves as a kind of a dining table, but yeah, no, I rarely ever eat at a table. It's either at the desk that I have in my room or the cool table that we have in the lounge.
Yeah, no, my husband and I and our children eat at the table together. I even seat Lily at the table.
No
with
way.
Toys. Yeah, we do. I do. I just got her a high chair to make sure that she has a seat at the table with us.
Oh, that's adorable.
So she's 4 months old and has to sit at the table when we eat dinner.
Next question coming in: would I gain for selling my home be a factor in child support?
Not if it wasn't regularly earned by you. If that's regularly how you earn your income, right, flipping houses, then yes. If you regularly didn't do that and it was one time, probably not. But if you were calculating retroactive child support, like over the course of 3 years where child support wasn't paid or only not enough or you're trying to figure it out, then that year, whatever your income was totally, it would be a factor. Does that make sense?
That's why I'm about to ask. So, like, if they're normally paying, $360 a month in child support, and this guy just sells his home and gets something smaller, and he has a return of like $130,000.
So if child support's already established,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't be a cause that your income is modified for the purposes of child support.
Ooh, so adding to this question, well, what if someone were to win the lottery? Would that affect child support?
Probably, depending on how much lottery you win. If you win $20,000, maybe not, because it's a one-time win. You're probably going to spend it and it's going to be gone.
Yeah.
But if you invested it and you get income from the investment, yes.
Okay. So if the money
It will
starts,
be the investment income will be considered.
so if you put the money to work and then you have
Right.
actual revenue
So
coming in.
if you're getting gains from houses that you sell and flip, that's a part of your income.
Gotcha.
So it's regularly recurring income. So a one-time sale, probably not. It definitely would not be sufficient, in my opinion, to trigger a modification.
Clear. Next one coming in. If I'm paying her and trying to support the child and she's refusing to accept the help, can she still put me on child support?
Yes.
Next question.
Keep it in a bank account, set it aside, and when they say you have a retroactive amount, stroke a check.
Can my ex-husband...
Put yourself on child support.
Wait, what?
Put yourself on child support.
Oh, him volunteering with the courts.
Yeah, call DOR. Say, I want my paternity established and to start paying child support.
Oh, shit.
Put yourself on child support. What you got to lose? Nothing.
I've
If you're
ne-
willing to pay.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? It's a great idea. You should establish paternity so that you can make sure that you get time sharing even better. Establish paternity, establish your child support, and make sure you're not hit with a huge retroactive. Keep it in a separate bank account, and when they say you have a retroactive amount, you stroke a check right out.
I'm going to write that one down.
Right?
Well, 27 minutes. I'm going to remember that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Put yourself on child support.
Let's see. Where to go? Here. Okay, next question. How long does a person have to wait before they can file a divorce petition in Florida?
You need to have been a resident of the state of Florida for 6 months.
And there's no way around that. So it has to be 6 months living in the state. Okay. Next question. Sausage or pepperoni?
Pepperoni.
Okay. Are you just not a fan of sausage, or?
No, not terribly.
Is it because it's got like a little bit of a spice to it, or the texture?
I just don't like the flavor that much. Like, I don't like sausage gravy.
Okay.
I'm a picky eater.
Do you prefer your pepperoni crispy or?
Crispy.
Okay. Same.
At Domino's, I would put it in like halfway through and crisp it up, and they'd be like these little burnt chips.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
on the edges. Yes.
No, like just pepperoni on a tray.
Oh,
They'd be like these little pepperoni chips. Delicious.
wow. That's a good.
Blowed your mind.
Yeah,
Yep.
you did. All right. Again,
Blew your mind. I did not say blowed. Next question.
Next question. Can my ex-husband's current girlfriend block my phone calls on my children's phone?
On your children's phone?
On the children's phone.
Can they? Yes. Should they? No. Unless you have a court order, But it's blocking your ability to contact them, and meaning that you can't contact your children when they're with their father. That's a problem, and you need to file a motion on that.
So she shouldn't, and if she is, there are ways to
There's something we
remedy
can
it.
do. It's not great, but something.
Okay. Ooh, this is a trick question. Well, not really, but do I have to respond to anything sent by my attorney if it was mailed regular via UPS and not certified?
So, it being certified doesn't matter. No, you don't need to respond to anything from your ex's attorney. The only time you need to really respond is when you're personally served by a person, and your documentation says you have 20 days to respond. Okay? Should you ignore something that was sent to you by the attorney? No, that makes you dumb, but not illegal. And you're not, they may go to a hearing, but you should pay attention to it. You don't have to respond, and you should appear at any hearing.
Bless you. Because I was just gonna say, like, there have been times where clients or
Oh,
opposing
we do it
parties
all the time.
have missed a court date because they didn't look at the letter that they were sent.
We had someone call us because they didn't go to a court date because they were like, yeah, I know that that's the court date, but I didn't respond, so it's not a court date. I'm like, that's not how this works. Next question.
What can I do if my ex-wife keeps planning trips during my parenting time and not allowing me my time with my children?
Call me so that we can file a motion for contempt if you have a court order on your time sharing.
407-900-7451, morse-firm.com.
If you don't have a court order on your time sharing, establish one.
Next one. How can I stop my husband from leaving the state to go to get our son who is staying with his grandparents?
If you are in an intact marriage, there is nothing you can do. You will need to file a dissolution proceeding. Why do you want to stop your husband from being able to get his child who is with the grandparents is really my question. But it appears that you can't really do anything. He has a right to have his child back from a person who does not have custodial rights.
So let's say, for example, if they were divorced and it's on her time.
Yeah, it's on her time. He can't get the children unless there's like a right of first refusal. But even then, he would have to not engage in self-help and would instead have to file a motion with the court.
Are there certain orders that you could put that the time needs to be with the parent and can't be with a babysitter?
So there's what's called a right of first refusal is that you would reach out to the other parent before saying, you know, give them the opportunity to refuse the time sharing before you put the children with a babysitter. Typically, courts interpret them, and I put in my parenting plans, that spending time with family is carved out of that, right? So your child can spend time with grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, instead of, you know, a babysitter or whatever, and that doesn't count. That doesn't trigger the right of first refusal. Mm-hmm. I personally dislike these rights of first refusal because I believe, just like this question is asking and implies, that they are weaponized.
Ooh.
It's kind of a crazy idea for someone to think, and I have a trial coming up with this as an issue.
Really?
Yeah. It is crazy for someone to think that a parent shouldn't be able to leave their child with, you know, their new spouse or a babysitter for an hour or so that they can go get a workout in. Mm-hmm. So that they could go run and pick up pizza, go grocery shopping, get their nails done, get a haircut, right?
Yeah.
That's insane to believe. That you'll never need childcare when you have time sharing with your child. Everywhere is appropriate for you to bring your child, or you get nothing done other than staring at your child. That's ridiculous. It's also ridiculous to think that because you have a co-parenting situation, your child is not entitled to develop and flourish within a relationship with their extended family. Because your child could only go see their extended family on your time sharing. So why wouldn't you want to encourage that? Thank you.
TED Talk.
Makes me so mad.
Let's see. Okay, there it is. Just make sure I clear out. We got 3 more, and then we got 2 things for Erin Reacts. Next question coming up. My kid's mother is about $10,000 behind in child support. However, her husband wants to settle the debt and pay me $8,000 lump sum. Would this be wise of me to take, or should I ask for what is owed?
So the advice I would give to my client is having a guaranteed $8,000 now is probably better than the drips and drabs or maybe never payments you'll get that's owed. Mm-hmm. Right? The loss is $2,000. I get it. It's money that's owed to you. But if you can get $8,000 now and settle it, that's fine. Why not? What are you going to get? Peanuts over the next 10 years?
Yeah.
Take it.
Did you spray something?
Yeah, I did.
It smells great. It hit me like, I smell something.
It's hand sanitizer.
Second to last question. How can I stop my husband from leaving the States?
You already asked me. I'm not answering it again.
Did I say it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, my bad. Okay, so we are down to the last question.
That's it. It's over.
How can I get my husband out of the house while waiting for a divorce to go through?
You could file a motion for exclusive use and occupancy of the home.
Say that one more time.
Exclusive use and occupancy of the home.
Okay. Now, That would have to be, that can only be filed if there was a court proceeding.
Yeah, it says while waiting for the divorce to go through, so I assume your divorce is already going.
Yes. I'm trying to see.
Or you could ask him. You don't lose rights to your house. You don't abandon your house if you didn't disappear for like 10 years.
I just lost count of how many questions we did today.
Who cares?
Yeah, we did a lot.
Enough.
And thank you for that client who suggested this. Hey, keep those ideas coming. We'll put them on the board and we'll make it happen. So I do have a video that I want to show you and get your reaction on, because I heard about this morning and I was just dumbfounded in what these people were saying. And I'm like, it can't be. And then I watched it and I'm like, okay, maybe it is possible. And I sent it in our group chat. I don't know if you had clicked it this morning, where I'd said beautiful goat.
I didn't click it.
You didn't click it. Okay.
I was like, this is a fucking goat. I'm not looking at this.
No.
I was like, I'm busy.
Now, the way they were talking about this is that this is by far the most beautiful goat you'll ever see.
It's like King of the Cucka tribe.
So what? I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not familiar with what you're saying right now.
It's a joke.
Okay. I'm pulling this up right now. It's quick.
Beautiful turd.
So I'm about to hit the video, and apparently this is the most beautiful goat you'll ever see.
I'm getting real Edward Cullen vibes.
What can be said about this goat right now? He's got a great goatee.
Yeah, he's suave. that hair is, quite the coif.
The coif.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would say he looks a little elegant. His hair. I guess the lighting brings out something out of
It
the goat.
looks like a lot like a Who.
A Who? From Dr. Seuss.
From Grinch, yeah.
Okay.
Like he'd be a Who.
The Whovians from Whoville, right? Or I forget their actual.
Yeah, the Who's from Whoville.
The Who's from Whoville.
Yeah.
And earlier today, Kyle sent us a story. Well, he brought it up to you and he sent it to me, and then I'm like, well, you already told her, so I really can't get her reaction. But I really couldn't find it because he sent it to me through Instagram. But man wins $1 million lottery after friends send him a scratch-off ticket in a get well card while he was recovering from open heart surgery. Your takes on that?
Say that again.
So the story that Kyle was telling you earlier.
We have like a weird client emergency.
Oh, we do?
Happening right now. It's not a real emergency. Opposing counsel party thinks it's an emergency, and it is very clearly not.
Do they need to get their shit together?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do not need my attention. Go ahead.
So the story that Kyle was telling you earlier about the man who won $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
The scratch off.
What a stroke of luck.
That's insane. And what a great way to come, during your recovery, be awarded $1 million. Do you feel that the guy who, let's say for example, this is you, who, you just had a surgery and someone just sent you that scratch off as a, hey, hope you feel better, and boom, Erin Morse just scratched off $1 million lottery ticket. Do you give something to the person who sent you the ticket, or like what would be your steps?
The question you're asking me is, would I individually give something to the person who gave it to me?
Yes.
Probably, yeah. Do I think that the person who gave it should get something? No, I don't think that the giver should.
The giver shouldn't get.
Is entitled to anything. I don't think that they are at all. I don't think they should have an expectation. I think they should be like, yeah, I gave you a gift, and that's awesome. It's just like if I gave someone a gift of some kind of technology and they learn how to use it and they become a millionaire off that technology, I wouldn't be like, well, I gave it to you.
Doesn't work
right?
like that.
It doesn't work like that. You gave him a gift. It was a very fortunate gift, but it probably cost, what was it, a $2 scratch off, $10 scratch off?
Whatever it was, it turned into $1 million.
Okay, so if you wanted to make sure that your friend did not win $1 million or that you were the winner of $1 million, then you should have scratched it.
I mean, and hey, he did scratch it. He won. Hey, and if I were in his shoes, honestly, like I would feel obligated to give him something at least for like, hey, thank you. You blessed me with this, so I'll bless you with a little bit back. Am I gonna give him a huge chunk or half? Absolutely not. I just came into some money. I'll have some fun with it with me and my family. But at least pay off his car or help out.
I'd invest it and be like, who I should secure a future for is my kids.
Yeah.
Love y'all, but that's who I gotta look out for. That's who deserves my efforts.
So as we're wrapping up the show, we have to talk about an event that we have coming up in less than 2 weeks.
Yay!
So usually during the holidays, we do stuff, here in the office. We're so busy because of everything that's going on. We really don't have time to do like big events. But this year you had asked me to see if, we can set something up in regards to a toy drive. We had done a school drive a few months ago, and that one was, I'd say it was a freaking success.
Yeah, it was. It was a big success.
We
did a lot for the schools and teachers, and that was exciting. I like that. That was fun for me.
One of the teachers that came in here, it was actually Sunday. I went to Sunday brunch with a friend of mine, and he had brought his mom, and the mom, ironically, was a teacher, and she was working, I think at either Evans High School or something like that, and she was just saying, how, and I hadn't even mentioned anything in regards to, that we just done a school drive. And, we hooked her up, and she was crying. She was literally in tears of how we were able to help her and her students out with the donation. And this year, for the holidays, we're going to be doing a toy drive. But not only just a toy drive, but we're not only giving back to the community and the less fortunate families, but we're also giving something back to the people who are bringing in toys for said families.
Yep.
And we are doing a holiday toy drive comedy show December 13th at Harry Buffalo. It's going to be hosted by loco godfather of comedy, Ken Miller, who actually won back in 2019 Steve Harvey's nationwide contest for comedy. And I'm sorry, I had this script memorized, and now I can't freaking remember anything of it.
Don't admit that and just go with it.
I'm just going with it.
I do that all the time.
But we are going to have a great show starting at 8:30. We ask that you bring a toy valued of $25 or more unwrapped for admission to the show. Now, what to expect? Harry Buffalo has an amazing menu of a huge drink selection. And on top of that, you are going to be part of and get to witness some of Orlando's best comics. Now, a lot of these comics do go on tour throughout the country, and some actually have a professional career, whether it's in television or in radio, who also do comedy on the side. They're going to be coming out to Harry Buffalo and doing quick sets for everybody. So what I think it's either 5 or 10 minute sets, because we have a buffet of comics for that event.
I'm excited.
And
I'm excited to laugh. I like to laugh. I like funny things.
The last comedy show that we did, AJ.
That was so fun.
He
is so funny.
He is actually out on a nationwide tour right now with Jason Mewes from Clerks.
Well deserved. He's a riot.
And he just finished filming Clerks 3. They gave him a part. He had just done a tour with Jason Mewes, and Jason gets called out by what's his name? Oh God, the guy from Clerks. Crap, I can't remember the writer's name. Kevin Smith.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Smith. And AJ was offered a part, and he has a role in Clerks 3, which is going to be released, I think, summer of 2022. But
is it a speaking role?
Yes.
I'm so excited for him.
But yeah, I try to reach out to AJ, but unfortunately, because he is on tour, he can't make it down for this show.
He's a big star now.
But he did say once he's back in Orlando, he's going to come out, let us know, and we'll promote the hell out of the show that he's going to be doing here in Orlando. But on
Nice.
top of that, hey,
Is it dark outside, or are all my blinds just closed?
all your blinds are closed.
Okay.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, it's bright. I see the sun. But Erin, anything else before we wrap up?
No, put yourself on child support.
Oh, I do have to announce we have the host of the comedy show coming on the show next week. So Ken Miller will be joining us here in studio. If I can't believe I forgot to tell you about that one, to help promote the show coming up.
I did know. I just didn't know the date.
Ah, gotcha. So yeah, he's going to be coming in. He also hosts Real Laughs on 104.1, so check him out on there. Go to our Facebook page. You'll see details about the event. If you're a client or had a conversation with us, you should have received an email with the details on that. If not, give us a call, 407-900-7451.
We'll add you to the email list.
We'll be more than happy to add you to the email list.
I'm just kidding. Have a consultation. We'll help you out.
But yeah, like you said, get yourself on child support. Bye.